Welcome back to my Daily News X. This is your host, Kramer, where we break down the stories that matter to you. So today we're diving into a headline out of Florida. The state plans to end vaccine mandates. This decision has sparked debates, conversations, and even some concerns. Not just in Florida, but across the entire country. So over the next 10 minutes, we'll unpack the details, talk about the pros and cons of vaccine mandates, explore what this change could mean for families and children, and share some practical tips on how you can stay alert and protect your loved ones. Well, Florida's governors and lawmakers are pushing to officially end vaccine mandates. That means that schools, businesses, and government agencies in Florida will no longer be able to require vaccines as a condition to work, education, or even participation. The idea is very simple. Give people the freedom to choose whether or not to get vaccinated without government or workplace pressure. But as with any big policy shift, the reactions are mixed. Some may see this as a win for personal freedom, but others fear it may lead to new health risks, especially for children and the vulnerable groups. Now, let's start with some of the arguments in favor. Just a couple of pros. There are people who are thinking about it and saying, well, this is going to be good for us, for the state. We need to keep it in charge of this state. So number one is personal choice. Many people feel healthcare decisions should be made privately between individuals and their doctors, not by the governments. Ending mandates gives families the final say. Number two, job security. Workers who refused vaccines during the pandemic sometimes lost jobs or faced restrictions, so this move could help protect workers from facing those same pressures again. Number three, trust factor. Some argue that mandates can create distrust. Removing them may reduce polarization and give people space to make decisions without feeling forced. Now we're going to talk about consequences or imposing this type of mandates in the state of Florida or any other states. Number one is, and this is very important, public health risk. Without mandates, vaccination rates may decline, which could bring back preventable diseases. We have seen this before with measles and whooping cough outbreaks. Number two, vulnerable populations. Children, the elderly, and people with weakened immune systems will be more exposed if community protection, also known as a herd immunity, drops. Number three, patchwork policies. If Florida ends mandates but other states keep them, we may see confusion, travel restrictions, or even workplace challenges across state lines. Now, folks, what all this means for you or some other states? Well, Florida often sets trends. Policies that start there sometimes spread to other states, especially in the South and Midwest. If Florida successfully ends mandates, we may see other states follow suit, creating a ripple effect. At the same time, states like California and New York may go the opposite direction, keeping stronger rules in place. This could deepen the political divide over public health policy in America. Now, when it comes to children's, whether mandates stay or go, families still want to keep their children safe. So here are some practical tips I can give you so you can use to stay alert. The number one is stay informed. Follow my channel, by the way. Follow updates from trusted health organizations. Policies change fast, but good information helps you make the best decisions. Number two, boost your immunity naturally. Encourage your kids to eat healthy, get enough sleep, and stay active. These everyday habits strengthen the immune system. Number three, practice good hygiene. Simple tips like hand washing, using hand sanitizer when needed, and teaching kids to cover their cough still go a long way. Number 4, have conversations. Talk with your child's pediatrician about vaccines and risk. Even if mandates are lifted, guidance is still available. Community awareness. If outbreaks happen in your area, be cautious about crowded spaces and consider masking during high-risk times. Well, folks, Florida's plans to end vaccine mandates is more than just a local headline. It's part of a bigger conversation about health, freedom, and responsibility. On one hand, this move represents individuals' choice and personal rights. But, on the other hand, it raises concerns about public health, especially for kids and vulnerable groups. For now, what I recommend, and this is the best thing for families, what they can do is to stay informed, stay prepared, and make decisions based on both personal values and the best available medical advice. All right, folks, that's all for today. Thank you for coming to an episode of my Daily News X, where I give you a small brief information about the latest news on this channel. If you found this discussion helpful, share it with some friends or family members. And remember, stay alert, informed, and prepared is the best protection we have. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you in the next episode. You have yourself a great day.